Yo, this is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus, here for another weekly reaction to this season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. This is Season 8, Episode 17, The End in Friend. Now, unfortunately, I have been spoiled to this episode's plot. Curse you, Internet! I can't even do that. I don't have the enthusiasm for that. I'm just going to say, really, I have bad luck, because this is the first episode where I've really been spoiled. You know, I've seen images, I've seen context clues that I could pull from, but this is the first full-on spoiler of the actual plot I've seen. But you know what? I can live with that. I can make this work. So let's go. Let's see how it does. And if this very interesting idea works, because let's be honest, I don't think a lot of us would have written an episode like this. But to be fair, how often do the writers actually write episodes we, the fans, would write? But then again, the fans don't even write what the fans write, because the fan writes what the fan writes. I write what I write, you write what you write, if you write fan fiction, or anything else really. You get my point, I think. Or maybe I've just confused you. Regardless, let's react to this episode, episode 17 of Season 8, The End in Friend. And play. We start with Rarity. Considering
Rarity!
what the plot is, that makes sense.
Just the pony I'm looking for. Can you come to Twilight's class with me? It won't take long. Oh, I'd love to help, but I have to meet Rainbow Dash for our day of fun together. Twilight wants to use you as an example for the students. Woo!
That would get her coming to class.
Oh! I thought I was the example.
You both are. Because together you perfectly demonstrate my lesson on compromise and friendship. Rainbow Dash and Rarity have very different interests that keep them busy. But being friends is so important to them, they always manage to make time for each other.
Our day of fun was hard to plan, what with Rainbow Dash's extremely time-consuming and erratically scheduled Wonderbolts practice.
And Rarity's weird fashion seasons. She's working on her winter collection, and it's not even summer yet.
But you still found time to be
That's
together.
because you
and that's
plan
See, class?
that
These
collection
ponies are
in
models of
advance
true
so you can
friendship
sell
in
it at
action.
the appropriate time, Rainbow. I feel like
Thanks
that's,
for stopping by.
again,
Enjoy your day of fun.
Oh! What amazing stuff are you gonna do together? Shoe races!
Dress shopping.
Flag shopping! Oh, come on! I even said shopping that time!
Perfect. We'll go shopping first.
But I brought stuff for Buck Bugs.
Are we supposed to be learning something here? Because this doesn't sound like compromising at all.
Yeah, you guys have nothing in common. How can you be friends?
that is a dumb thing to ask. Also, thanks a lot, Gallus. Gallus. You know, I would have thought Smolder would be the troublemaker, but apparently it always falls to the Griffins. That sounded racist, I'm sorry. But really, come on, man. Why? Children. They are children. I must remember that they are children. Children ask stupid questions. Everybody asks stupid questions. And to be fair, children ask more smart questions than stupid ones. But they still ask stupid questions. Because it's a scale thing. I could talk about it forever. But the point is, frustration. Alright. Alright, let's move on to the next part before I literally blow a gasket. I know I'm not using the word literally correctly, but you know what? I believe it's possible. Somehow, the reality will break, and I will somehow blow a gasket despite being made of flesh, and therefore not technically having a gasket. Whatever. Moving on!
Even though Rainbow Dash and Rarity enjoy doing different things, there are plenty of reasons why they're friends.
This is true!
Like what? We've always been friends.
Always?
Well, no, not always, but for like a super long time.
And we know all the same ponies.
Is that it?
Oh,
There
man.
was that time during the Cloudsdale Best Young Flyer competition when I totally saved Rarity's life. Yes,
And I once proved Rainbow Dash's innocence to her beloved Wonderbolts when she was being framed for a mysterious incident.
Cool! What else?
These are the best examples. I like they can't draw for but really anything else.
It may seem like Rarity.
Because, you know, those are the only two episodes where those two have really been paired up that we can think of, right? Nice. That's actually kind of meta. I like it.
Be explained. You just have to see them in action to understand.
Actually, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I guess. It's not the worst reasoning, but this is still a stupid situation. Hell, there are other members of the group have way less in common than these two. Come on, Rarity, you could show some enthusiasm.
Rarity, you were supposed to be holding your bucket.
Huh? Oh, sorry, darling. Wearing this drab jersey gave me an idea for a buckball-inspired line of athleisure wear that would allow for maximum flexibility and style. But I'm ready now.
Good, because this time I'm gonna try something new and super intense.
Okay, I'm sure that won't go wrong. Also, I just realized, is that Brayburn? Did they bring Brayburn's team all the way to Ponyville?
Are you even paying attention?
I didn't even notice that. It took me a while, but that's Brayburn's team. Nice.
My bucket and everything.
But you have to catch the ball.
Really? Well, that sounds dangerous.
It's a sport. There's usually some danger involved, Rarity.
She's never gonna understand the point of this game. Buckball time is over.
Finally.
See? They did something Rainbow Dash likes, so now it's time for something Rarity likes. Compromise.
I don't feel great about this.
I'm genuinely
I mean, it's not like she's never done favors. The only other time I can really think of the two independently interacting, and I get it, the show doesn't do a lot of individual pairing episodes for the mainstays. They should do more of those,
If
but...
they're in fashion right now, then they're practically already out.
That doesn't make any sense.
I agree. It doesn't make any
Perhaps I
sense.
should get this to
That is-
instead. What do you
Though, to be
think?
fair, when it comes to sparkles, you will find them
every
years
step.
later. I have literally had that happen to me. They never leave.
Au contraire, they are perfect in a
That's
multitude
new.
of situations. Formal functions, afternoon teas, evening teas, high tea, tea by the sea, royal tea.
Can they clean up glitter? Ew, it's on my hooves. Are we done yet? This is so boring.
Rainbow Dash and Rarity are just, showcasing an aspect of friendship called banter. The playful and friendly exchange of remarks. It's all in good fun.
I mean, to be fair, that does happen, just not with these...
Great. Collecting gemstones is my favorite.
Finally, something we can agree on. Treasure hunting.
See every creature? That didn't take long. Now they're having
Yeah,
a
every
good time
creature is
together.
staying. I can't wait for the next Parodius react, just so I can deal with their... Especially Jax Blade's reaction. I love that series. I know they can't do it every episode, that would be too difficult, but God, I wish they would. Am I right, or am I right?
Now, if I were a secret door, where would I be?
Clearly you need Spike for this. I've been listening to those I've been listening to everybody else's jokes way too many times.
Could you please refrain from all of that racket? It's muddying my concentration.
Look, a lever!
It's not a lever. I don't know what...
It's stuck! Come help me, Rarity!
Just a moment.
I don't think it's a lever.
You ruined my gems!
To be fair,
Yeah, well, you ruined my treasure hunt!
Ugh, this wasn't about treasure. It was about finding gemstones for my winter collection.
Who cares about clothes? We're supposed to be on an adventure together!
Uh-oh.
That is it. This day of fun is officially over.
Fine by me! Maybe I can spend some time doing something I actually like now!
Surely you don't mean that. You're just having a little disagreement. Sometimes that happens between pals, but no matter what, they can always... get
Twilight,
past
this is
the
not a
problem and stay
teachable
good
moment.
friends.
I wish it was, but it really isn't. I mean, I guess it is, but you're not handling it right if you wanted to actually make it one.
Oh, please. You don't even give my interests a chance. You have absolutely no respect for the finer things. No respect, I tell you.
I guess we're just not friends!
friends anymore!
This is bad. You've given the poor, impressionable children the wrong idea about friendship. Seriously, people do not have to have exactly the same interests to be friends. I mean, granted, some interest helps, but you can be friends with completely different interests. That is possible. Because compromise is a thing. And I'll give my actual thoughts at the end of the episode, like usual, but good lord, why do I always have so much to say, and yet I can never say it?
And then there was the time Rainbow Dash called my Cloudsail Couture Boutique idea impractical! Imagine that! Just because I needed Twilight to perform the butterfly wing spell on me whenever I wanted to deliver merchandise.
And I told her 1,000 times, Pegasus don't even want restrictive heavy dresses. We need to be able to fly. Duh.
Not to mention the day I was wearing a really gorgeous hat.
They're sitting on the same couch, aren't they?
Didn't even notice.
The Wonderbolt.
Also, is she gonna wear those stupid glitter boots the entire time? Seriously.
Every pony's view.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course.
Guidance counseling is for talking out your problems, not telling me everything that's ever happened in the history of Equestria. But I've learned sometimes talking isn't enough. You need to put yourselves in one another's shoes.
No way am I wearing those.
What I'm saying is we need a way to help you to reconnect. Follow me.
The library? And this helps us how?
You both
Seriously.
love books. Rainbow Dash never stops talking about Daring Do adventures, and you're a huge fan of Shadow's Fade mysteries.
Your point.
The perfect way for you two to reconnect as friends is to read each other's favorite book. I'll read them too. Then we'll all discuss afterward. It'll be a good friends book club, okay? I'll bring snacks.
Fine. If you insist.
Apparently snacks is the key to getting them to do things.
We're all here. To start, why don't you two share one thing you liked about each other's books?
They're gonna be stubborn. Did they even read them?
Okay, I'll go first. I really enjoyed the part in Daring Do and the Razor of Dreams when Daring used a vicious crocodile as a raft, and then...
Please.
What's so funny?
Oh, sorry. It's just that I find those action sequences so ridiculously over the top.
But they're real. You even met Daring Do.
Yes, but the book's descriptions just drag on. And what about all those silly, unpronounceable names? Dr. Whoosy, what's it, Caballero.
Cabaleron! Just like it looks! How hard is that?
A tea? Any pony?
Cucumber sandwich? Or we could go over some nice, friendly talking points.
Seriously? Don't even get me started on those clothing descriptions in Shadow's Fade. What a yawn fest!
But the outfit descriptions are an integral part of the plot of the Cult in Crimson, a Shadow's Fade mystery. You see, if you didn't know that Sir Fluffingsworth von Radishfield wears only silk double-breasted waistcoats, you'd never deduce that he, in fact, was a culprit.
Wait, he was?
You didn't even read it!
I can see I'm gonna need reinforcements.
Clearly.
Not my fault it's so boring it put me to sleep.
If you can't be bothered to read the thing I like, that just further illustrates the point that we have nothing in common anymore!
At least we agree.
Oh my
on
god,
that.
when the ponies of Ponyville reacted with that reaction, you... Ah, no! It's...
Your drama can wait. Twilight needs help. Now!
Oh, we're gonna put on a play for this shit? Alright. Alright. If you insist.
Any luck? No, it's gone!
What's gone?
The Amulet of Aurora.
One of the magical items you've been keeping for Princess Celestia?
That amulet can reverse the tides and summon tsunamis. If it falls into the wrong hooves, Equestria will be in grave danger.
Don't worry worry, Twilight. I know tons about searching for lost treasure.
And if I follow the culprit's clues, I'm certain I can find who took your amulet.
Thank you. I'll feel so much better knowing you two are looking for it. Together.
While we work on a locator spell. It's the perfect solution.
Ha! They're forcing the two into a situation where they have no choice but to work.
There appeared to be no signs of damage to the surrounding artifacts, suggesting the thief did not leave in a hurry.
Rarity! Your boots are leaving sparkles all over the floor!
Those aren't from my boots. Mine are magenta, not blue. See? I mean, really. Turns out these boots were not made for trotting, as advertised.
They're your boots!
Where are you going? We promised Twilight we'd work together.
Don't you see? The amulet of Aurora is made out of azurantium! Azurantium? You know, the same metal that the Amulet of Atonement from Daring Do Book 4 is made from. It always leaves sparkles wherever it goes. Just like this, remember? It's from the book you just read.
That book, yes, the one I just...
I knew it! Neither of you read it!
Seriously? After giving me all that grief, you didn't read mine either? Oopsie. As soon as we find this amulet, we are done with each other.
Sure. Sure. Also, take off the boots, Rarity!
Oh, Rainbow Dash! Slow down! You're flying past important clues. Look, it's a print, but definitely not a hoof. Are those claw marks?
Who cares? I found a bigger clue.
I hope you don't expect me to wade through that.
Nah, it's too deep. We'll get stuck.
Ooh, clever. What Daring Do book did you get that from?
Actually, I learned it at Scootaloo's Philly Guides camp.
Ha.
Oh, at least you can fly across.
Fair enough. Also, yeah, it's good to know that, sometimes when she tries, she can use her brain.
If one of those geysers burns off my wing feathers, I'll be out of the Wonderbolt for weeks. I could try and slingshot my way through, but I need 2 perfectly placed trees, some stretchy rope, and a pith helmet. Too bad we can't do what Daring Do did in Book 4 and find a Craggadile for a raft.
Ta-da! The SS Crocodile at your service.
That is awesome! I mean, it's alright, I guess. How did you know how to do that?
We may have been friends for a super long time, but you don't know everything about me yet.
Ha! Now that is the perfect response. And I do love me a perfect response. They come up surprisingly often, but they're very easy to miss.
The glitter trail, it's gone!
How are we supposed to find the Amulet of Aurora now?
I mean... Oh! That is a freaky looking toad, freaky.
Ears, why boo-boos yell, toot, wow.
Sorry, what did you say?
Wow.
I think it's a buffergrin. They have really sensitive ears.
Did you happen to see any creature with a sparkly thingy go this way?
Saw it.
Hold that thought.
See, there.
His breath smells so bad I can't think. But we can't hear one from back here. Now what?
Aha! I think I have the perfect solution. An old unicorn beauty trick. That is, if you can somehow procure us a tiny bit of cloud.
Now that I can do.
I suppose all you need is water.
Oh, it's adorable. Excuse me, kind sir. I have a special treat for you in exchange for your information.
Ooh, what's that?
It is a magical unicorn delicacy called effervescence. Very chic.
Oh!
Sorry, enjoy.
My mouth. Fresh and minty.
Good. Now, which way did the sparkly thing go?
Up there.
Thank you.
Wait, what? Why are the sparkler?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Go on, fly up there and get that amulet.
We're doing this together. Remember?
Yes, you are.
How can we?
I love that Rarity reaction was great.
Sorry, but I wasn't leaving you behind in that swamp.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh, you know what? The insignia really should be their first clue that this is a clearly.
Maybe the key to unlocking this thing is in these inscriptions.
Or perhaps the key is right here. I couldn't decide between the boots and the stilettos, so I got both.
Oh.
High heels can do that?
And you called them useless.
They're.
I shouldn't have said that. Or made fun of the other stuff you like to do. Some of it's actually sorta neat.
I owe you an apology, too. Buckball may not be my thing, but it's something you enjoy, and you're very good at it. I never should have treated your interests like they were worth less than mine.
So, does this mean we're still friends?
I would very much like that.
Yeah.
Now let's go find that amulet.
Yeah!
I guess this.
Wait! That tunnel leads to the school? A secret passage! Awesome!
Yes. And what an elaborate.
Sparky Wacky! You stole the amulet of Aurora?
Not exactly.
Spike.
You mean this was a setup to make us get along?
Yes, it was.
Sorry to
And I
interfere,
liked
but
that last
you
bit.
both
Really needed it.
So, even though you don't like any of the same stuff, you two are friends again? Always. I think we just needed a teensy reminder.
Yeah, we don't have to love the exact same things to have fun together. I mean, imagine if we did. How boring would that be?
When we give each other a chance to share the different things we enjoy, it can be surprisingly wonderful. Oh, too bad we've wasted our day of fun.
We still have a little time left. You wanna go hit the shops? I could actually use your help picking out some new buckball gear.
Do I?
Horse noise.
Only if you help me choose some buckball fan attire, so I can cheer for my favorite player at the drop of a fabulous hat.
Yeah! Let's go already!
I actually noticed something.
see. Good friends always work through their differences.
Even if it takes a little help.
Fair point. I mean, that is what friends are for. Alright. Time to give my thoughts on this episode. Okay. I admit I actually enjoyed this more than I expected. Once they started getting along and started using their very different set of skills to work together, you know, to try and find the amulet. My biggest issue with this episode is that the setup is very contrived. Yeah, and hell, what's really annoying is that whenever conflict is involved, usually the individuals who are involved among the main six are Applejack or Rainbow Dash. The good news is this episode is nowhere as bad as non-compete clause. Because really, it was sparked. I think, honestly, their situation wouldn't have gotten out of hand if they hadn't been put under so much pressure. Because sometimes people act under pressure in ways you don't expect. takes the wrong kind of stimulus. I still feel that that part of the episode was sort of contrived, but I can explain away anything if you give me a chance. But I will say the writing was just a bit contrived, but once it got to the part where they were forced to work together again and they rediscovered their friendship, it worked. So yeah, I pretty much enjoyed that. I feel like we've gotten a pairing of majority of the characters in the main six. I feel like, have we gotten every combination? The one combination I don't think we've gotten off the top of my head that I really want to see is Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie, because let's be honest, those two working together would be hilarious. Ironically, they have probably the most disparate, I feel like they have the most disparate personalities among the main six, ironically, yet they're voiced by the same person. Life is weird like that. But regardless, I thought this episode was good. I'd give it about man, this is why giving something a grade is difficult, but I would say something like a B- at best, and a C+ at worst. So yeah, it could be better. I think I'll lean towards, I like to go softer, I like to enjoy things more than go against something, so I'm gonna say this is, I'm going to lean towards that B-. But anyway, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this reaction, as I always hope you do, and I hope you look forward to more of my stuff as I put it out for the future. And again, this is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus. Please come back for more. Good day.